What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros Cast, episode 190 on this glorious Tuesday, November 7th, Mass Effect in 7 Day. It's Jonathan Halo Day. I mean, it is just
So many days.
so much stuff going on today.
It's Chris Pratt Day.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Today I'm Chris Pratt. You're Chris Pratt, joined by Chris Pratt.
Crisp Rat. My name is Harrison. I am joined by my brother Nick, as always. Nick, how are you doing, buddy? We're a little late, of course, per usual, and a day late. But hey, we're here.
Yeah, we're here. I mean, hey man, I feel like we have computer troubles about once every 5 episodes,
Yeah.
probably.
I mean, as long as the audio is working at the end of the day, I'm good.
That's all that matters.
That's all that
Yeah, it
matters.
doesn't matter if you start late.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. Sorry, we're late, everybody. Sorry. We're supposed to record Monday. I got invited to the Duke game last minute.
Oh, cool.
So,
Was
yeah,
it
I went to that.
basketball?
Yeah. It
Okay.
was the first basketball game of the season.
Cool.
They played Dartmouth, but yeah, I remember. I think I went to a Duke game with our grandfather like 15 years ago, probably more than that. But I hadn't been back to that campus and definitely to that stadium since. And it's a really cool environment to be in.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
like because it's pretty small. Like the stadium's like kind of like it feels kind of like a high school gymnasium. Like obviously a lot bigger than that, but kind of
Yeah.
has like that tight atmosphere.
Okay.
So yeah, it's fun. It was a good
Sweet.
time.
How does it compare to like a NC State game? I'm assuming you've been to a basketball game there.
It definitely feels tighter. Like it feels like it's more intimate.
Okay. What about like the environment? Is it more?
Oh yeah, definitely better environment.
Yeah, it's a pretty
NC State.
hardcore basketball school.
Yeah, like State's pretty good, but I mean, first Duke game this season.
Yeah.
It's bound to be pretty chaotic and pretty loud. But
Sweet.
It was a great experience.
Awesome.
Yeah. But I'm doing good. How you doing? How's your weekend?
It was good. We didn't really do much. One of the local colleges around here had their homecoming. So I usually during that time stay away from the city because it's just so packed.
Right.
To the point where our parents watched my son Kellen, and we went over to like our little local bar, and it took forever for the Uber, just because like it was so packed with the homecoming stuff.
Yeah.
So we went out to the little bar we hadn't gone out in a while, so got out for a little bit, and it was like one of those like weird experiences where the bar wasn't super packed at first, and then about 11 o'clock, we were like, it's like it's the deck where you've been there before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they have like it's kind of like I think it used to be an old like auto shop, and they have like they have like closable garage doors. So they did that because it was a little chilly. And then like I kid you not, like 2 minutes later, it was standing room only. Like it felt really weird, like out of a like I don't know.
Everyone loaded in.
Yeah, it was everyone just loaded in because it was so warm in there. But yeah, that was a good time. I'll talk about here in a second, but I've been with Attack on Titan's finale airing aired already.
I haven't watched it yet. So
yeah, no spoilers. I've been rewatching it again, just because I'm crazy. But so yeah, I'll briefly talk about it. No spoilers, of course. But Nick, I would recommend watching it as soon as possible because I've seen nothing but spoilers since.
I've been spoiled on it already.
Okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't change how excited I am to watch it.
Yeah.
But
there's some stuff that you probably would expect to be the outcome of things,
right?
But it's still awesome to see it. So yeah, I just started the series this year, so I know there's tons, millions of people that have been on this long journey for 10 plus years now, even longer with the actual manga. But yeah, it was the first time watching it in sub. I've been exclusively dub, and really enjoyed the voice acting. like it's top tier with its voice acting. So it was a
Mm.
little strange watching it sub, but
Still feel
I
the
could still feel like the energy and like the voice acting in Japanese is still really good. But yeah, it's like people throw around peak fiction a lot. I mean, we say that all the time, but I mean,
right.
it really is. I mean, the author behind the series is just a mastermind. I mean, he
Mhm.
is incredibly talented. Just all the foreshadowing he did the entire series, all the parallels from season one till to the end. I mean, it's an incredible experience, and it is very emotional. It's an emotional ride through the entire series, but this
Yeah,
last
yeah.
special is insane. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to when they will eventually release the dub, and I'm sure it'll be just as impactful just hearing the characters that I've watched this whole year. But yeah, it is truly masterful. The ending is it's perfect. Like
Yeah, I've heard it's like the greatest ending,
yeah, I mean
greatest
there's
show.
very few shows that I can think of that like maybe Breaking Bad is like the only other one I can think of has just like a perfect, no lulls in the TV show, just a perfect experience through and through. That's the only one I can think of, to be honest.
Yeah, because like a lot of other shows I can think of, like they're really great shows, but they just
Yeah.
don't nail the ending.
And I
That's
mean the
kind of
boys
awesome.
is pretty peak television right now. I've still got to watch Gen
Gen
V,
5.
um
Oh yeah, Gen V. Yeah.
Gen V, Gen 5, yeah, whatever. Which well, I don't know. I'm not
I
sure. I
think
think it
it's
is Gen
V.
V.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
V because that's the name of the drug,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Um that show is pretty great. Obviously, it hasn't ended yet, but that's pretty good, but yeah, I mean, it is all across the board. I just got into anime this year with Attack on Titan, and I've watched some other things, and yeah, I would recommend this to anyone. The whole story starts out, you think you know how it's gonna play out, and then it just
Mhm.
constantly just outdoes itself the entire series. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
perfection.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's mainly what I've been watching all week, and I've of course been playing some Alan Wake too as well.
yeah. Speaking of peak, my God, yeah, man, Alan Wake 2. I finished it on Saturday night or Sunday night,
Okay.
something like that. Damn.
I think I finished it last Thursday.
Yeah, yeah. I remember you were texting me about it. That game, like, it's perfectly paced,
It
and I guess
is.
it can
Yeah.
depend on how you choose to play through the story, since you can switch between Saga and Alan. But I feel like I kind of like nailed that cadence of switching between them, and like neither of the stories felt like they overstayed their welcome.
Hmm.
Like I think they were both really different and really well done in their own right, and just like seeing them kind of come together was oh my God, it's just so awesome. Like probably my favorite story of the year by
Oh,
far.
absolutely, and it obviously, like any good horror movie, and it ends on a it always ends on like a suspenseful note, which we're getting two pieces of DLC, so they'll probably wrap up the story there, but um yeah, I mean, just yeah. The second you can switch over to it forces you to switch at one point, and then you can switch back. Yeah, that's kind of how I did it. I just did one chapter. Like I would do one chapter as Alan, and because his was more scary and kind of more psychological esque. Um, really cool playing around with like the scenes and creating
Mhm.
new scenes and finding new evidence to um or new scenarios to change a
Yeah, to
scene. Super
change the
cool.
landscape.
And then just like the creepy uh shadow people that would just wake. Like it was
Wait.
yeah. There are some times where I would kind of get jump scared a little bit just running into them.
And they always kept you on your toes too, because you never knew which one
Yeah.
was going to come for you.
Yeah, some you can just kind of dissipate with the light, and then some, if you get too close, they'll do like the little warp thing and start chasing you. Uh, so yeah, and then Sagas is obviously, that one seems to progress the story forward a little bit more versus Alan's. And then at some point it'll, you know, everything will kind of collide together. But yeah,
Yeah.
both play styles are pretty unique. With with Sagas with the Mind Palace or Mind Place, and figuring out there. You don't necessarily have to go into the Mind Place, which I think is kind of cool for people that just don't care about that kind of stuff. Because there was a point at the very end where I had so many photos that I had to go back. Well, I don't think I even had to do it, but I wanted to. I kind of wanted to go back and do the whole storyboard thing. So there's a lot of stuff that I just didn't do on the storyboard that I went back and finished up. But
see, I thought you had to. Like, I thought there were a few points like Coffee World where you had to pull up your Mind Place.
There is some you definitely have to, like, you have to go into the what was it, not witnesses, the profiling. You definitely have to go to the profiling to advance the story for sure. But I think there was some stuff, like some side stuff you didn't have to necessarily, because even the stuff for the little puzzles you come across with the little toy dolls, there's a storyboard for that too. But yeah, you don't have to do that to do the story. Did you find the rifle in the game?
Yeah,
you did. Where was it at? I missed it. I picked up ammo for it, but I never.
Wait, was that Saga?
Yeah, had the rifle. Yeah, I think it was Saga.
I think it was in the nursing home.
The nursing home, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, was that where you had to get like the doorknob and open it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I never found the doorknob. I was keeping my eye out for it, but
I think it was in like that room where you had to get the password. Yeah, it was super easy to find.
Oh man, okay. I assumed it was somewhere else and I had to come back because I think pretty much like every place you can come back to for the most part, because stuff will open up. But
did you keep a save from the point of no return?
No, I don't think I did.
You didn't?
No.
So wait, so if you went back into the game, like if you loaded it, would it load before the point of no return?
It's a good question. I'm not,
because when I played, I was playing a Saga, and then I got to a point where I needed to further progress Alan's story.
Yeah.
So it like forced me to it forcibly switched over to Alan, and then I did his last
chapter. See, I was the opposite. I was going through Alan's stuff, and then
nice.
It forced me over to finish up Saga stuff. Yeah, I mean that game is super interesting, and like the whole story just kept me wanting to come back for more and more, and and I don't think at the time last week, but the all I'll say is the musical number in it is absolutely incredible, and that better be at the Game Awards as a performance.
Yeah. Oh, like just them performing.
Mm-hmm. That would be so good.
Definitely should be. I think Alan Wake 2 is gonna win like best narrative, best like what is it, like best game or something design, like I don't know, there's a couple of different awards I think it's a shoe-in for, just with how good the story is.
Do you think this has a remote shot at Game of the Year? I know it'll be nominated for sure, I think.
I don't think it has like a real possibility. I think it's still going to come down to Baldur's Gate and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
But I almost can't see a scenario where it doesn't make the 6.
Well, we should know. Didn't Jeff Keighley just announce today that there's like a...
Yeah, it's on next Monday.
Next Monday, okay.
Reveal the list. This is like, it's never been this anticipated before. I feel like, I mean, I guess just because every game that's come out this year has been so phenomenal, but
yeah, like every game is pretty much like a Game of the Year contender, which is insane. But it's been that way.
It's funny that people are still saying that like Starfield and Final Fantasy 16 are going to be on there. I don't think those two are going to make the list. I think it's going to be
I,
like
I think Starfield may have a chance. I don't think Final Fantasy 16
dude,
has
I
a
don't know if
chance.
Starfield's on. I mean, we know it's
I don't think it's going to be, but I would say Starfield over Final Fantasy. I feel like Final Fantasy just came and went, and people, and maybe the same thing for Starfield, but I still hear people talking about it,
yeah.
and I don't remember anybody on Twitter saying that Final Fantasy would be like Game of the Year material.
I don't know. I'm seeing it on a lot of people's mock-up lists.
Okay. Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, man,
I still
2,
think I still think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to take it.
I think so too.
Is my
I think it's
prediction.
kind of like the underdog against
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's going to win. That's awesome. I'm excited to play it when it comes to Series S or Series S and Series X.
I think it's rumored like early December.
Yeah, I heard a rumor of like the day before the Game Awards, which is good timing for just general.
And if Xbox could get it on the
It's
Game Pass, that could be insane.
huge.
I bet they're trying.
Oh yeah, I bet they're trying to pull some strings and get it on Game Pass.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alan Wake 2, it's like a masterpiece. I mean, it's incredible. Like the gameplay is fun. It's challenging. Like it's not.
It never gets easy. You never get overpowered.
Yeah, I mean, you even when you feel like you're good, like you've got a lot of ammo. I won't say enemies are necessarily bullet sponges. They don't feel like they're overwhelming in that regard, but they do take a lot of damage sometimes.
I mean, it feels like your typical like Resident Evil 2.
That's true, yeah.
Enemy in terms of like it takes under 10 bullets. Like it takes like 5 or 6 shots to kill an enemy.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's a solid amount, but yeah. Which character did you like playing as more?
I probably preferred Saga.
Yeah, me too. That one felt
a
little bit more like Evil Within 2.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil, like.
Yeah, that one definitely felt more of like a survival horror versus Alan's. It was more investigative, which was really cool. I mean, I loved like every bit of Alan's portion. Yeah, just crazy. And Saga is such an awesome character too. Like every character in this game is great.
Yeah. And just how they bring in characters from the Alan Wake universe.
Yeah.
Like they, the janitor from Control.
Yeah, Ati. Yeah.
Yeah, Ati. And then the main character from Quantum Break. I don't. It's not the same like character, but just the actor himself is in that. And then like all the live action stuff. Like I'm pretty sure there wasn't. Like there were cutscenes. Like there were in-game cutscenes, but for the most part, like a lot of this stuff was live action. And I guess just on the Alan Wake side, it was all more so live action.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like expertly integrated with the game itself. Like it felt like watching a movie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, cool. Like they've Remedy has always been on that cusp of like blending TV show and gaming together. And they nailed it with this one. Right? I mean, right now, like with Control, its DLCs, and then Alan Wake too. I mean, they're right up there with like obviously they're different games, but right now with FromSoft, they could put out whatever, and I'm gonna play it, and it's probably gonna be good. Like I have full confidence in that team. Hopefully, Alan Wake sells really good. Or sell,
it does.
That it does pretty well, because I would love to see. Who knows if there's gonna be an Alan Wake 3. We don't know what the DLCs are gonna entail, so that they could wrap up the story. But yeah, I've loved what they've done with their Remedy universe.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see a Control 2. I want to go back and play that game especially on the Series X, because I initially played it on the Xbox One, and then
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
definitely need to at least go through and play the Awe expansion.
yeah,
That's really good.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
Alan Wake 2.
yeah, it's good. It's another like
Another one.
I keep saying like every game I've played in like the last 6 months is oh, this is for sure top five. It's like
It's like
uh
you gotta make some cuts now.
yeah man
You gotta
like
make some cuts.
with and just dead like this year's been so good for survival horror. I mean Dead Space, Resident Evil 4, Alan Wake 2,
Dredge too, as well.
Dread. Oh yeah, like a psychological kind of
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a horror game.
yeah.
Um, have you played any more Super Mario Wonder?
I'm not. I plan on playing some more this week now that
Okay.
I just been kind of taking a break a little bit from gaming. I've done so much of it in the last 3 weeks with all these releases.
Yeah, I
Just
feel the same. I took that break from Spider-Man. I need to go back and
yeah,
finish that one, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot of games.
a lot of
A lot of
games.
games that like I want to play, but
Yeah, yeah. It's been a good year. It's definitely been a good year.
yeah,
All right, you wanna dive into the news?
let's do it.
Sweet. Well, out of seemingly out of nowhere, Nintendo has announced that they are partnering with Sony to make a live action Zelda movie. Now, this is separate from like that rumored Netflix Zelda movie that I don't. Was that confirmed and then canceled, or was that just
I
kind
don't.
of speculative kind of stuff?
I think it was all speculative.
Okay. So yeah, live action Zelda. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'll reserve any judgments until I see it, but I think it's funny that they're partnering with Sony for this one.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, Sony's a big. They're big in the
Yeah,
movie scene.
it's not like they're working hand in hand with PlayStation, but
Yeah. It's not PlayStation, but
yeah, but
um,
I mean,
it's still funny. Still, it's
still pretty funny.
still kind of funny.
I
I
mean, I'm
think,
excited. I'll keep my eye out for it. I don't know who they would cast in this movie. I'm like almost inclined to say that they'd kind of go with lesser named actors for this,
yeah, because
or go
it's
with
gonna
like
be
younger.
it's gonna be like a pretty big budget movie, I would imagine.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I would be totally fine with at least the starring role, like Link, be kind of a nobody, be like a
Yeah.
first role kind of thing maybe, and then maybe have like a bigger actor for Ganondorf or
Oh God,
uh
I'm just
just
thinking
do
about.
Jack Black as Ganondorf. I mean,
Yeah, just do Jack Black. I don't even know who would possibly play Ganondorf.
yeah, I don't know, man.
I can't imagine Ganondorf looking very cool in live action.
I mean, we'll see. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, they really have to nail the costume design.
yeah,
Otherwise, it's just gonna look like a fan movie.
yeah,
That's what I'm worried most about.
it's gonna look like IGN's Zelda movie from
Oh yeah.
15 years ago. That April Fool's teaser. I don't know. Maybe get the costume designers from like Lord of the Rings or something like that. I mean,
Mhm.
those are incredible.
Yeah, that's probably what you need. More so than nailing the actors. I think you just need to nail the costume and set design, all that kind
So
of stuff.
what do you think? Do you think this is like a gritty movie? Like as gritty as it can be for probably going to be a PG-13 movie, or do you think it's going to be more of like a whimsical, colorful kind of thing?
I think it'll be more on the colorful side. I think it'll be somewhat of an origin story, and then might implement a time skip of some sort. Kind of like Ocarina of Time,
Yeah,
and kind of like Lords of Power, or not Lords of Power, but the Game of Thrones, like the new Game of Thrones show,
yeah.
where they have that time jump. I mean, that could be cool. Have kind of like two leading actors.
Here's what I want, Nick. I want The Legend of Zelda, the movie, the game. We need that tie-in. Uh, yeah. I mean, I'm about as excited. I mean, obviously, if it was animated, I think I don't know. I thought they did a pretty good job with Mario. Um,
Yeah, they could have done like a Studio Ghibli Zelda
yeah.
movie. I think that
I
could have
don't
been
know.
cool.
I'm optimistic about it. I think it has the potential of being pretty good,
Yeah,
but
it's just
we'll see.
so funny. It's like we've pondered and talked about this for years.
Yeah,
Like, oh, like would they ever dare make a live action
because
Zelda
I mean,
movie?
Link is going to have to talk. I mean, he's
Yeah,
just going to. He's gonna have to have
it's
a
like
voice, and that's gonna be a huge hurdle to get over on the gamers. I mean, because people lost their ever loving mind with Chris Pratt, and he was actually pretty good. Like he was
yeah, he did a good job.
a realistic Mario. Because again, you don't want the wahoo, the entire you've got to have
No,
somebody that can kind of carry an entire movie. Um, I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
you,
I feel for him.
you need like a Geralt type character where they don't speak much,
Hey, there you
but
go. There's the adult Link right there.
I mean that could be
Henry,
cool.
yeah,
He's already got the sword. It's
yeah,
like
he's got the sword.
he's already halfway there. That could actually be a pretty good adult Link if they wanted to go on the older side and
Yeah,
not just like a young adult. That could be pretty good.
yeah. Or like if they're gonna do time travel, I mean, I don't know how crazy they're gonna get, but if they implement a few different links in the movie or something like that, kind of like
Mhm.
the Spider Verse movies,
Yeah,
the old gruff Link.
man, I don't know. I mean, you could have like Timothy Chalamet. You could have
That's not a bad one. Yeah, I think that could be work. That could
yeah,
work.
you could have
Uh
the guy from the Bear. I don't know if you
oh what is his name?
something
Yeah,
Jeremy Allen White,
yeah.
something like that.
That could yeah
He's got kind of the face for it.
yeah.
Get the look.
Timothy
Um,
Chalamet actually wouldn't be a bad. I could see that for sure.
yeah,
I don't know why it crossed my mind, but I was thinking like Dave Batista, like just in like the hat and stuff would be so funny
as
as Link.
as like
I don't know why that even crossed my
him
mind.
as him as Ganondorf. Or no, wait, yeah, him as Ganondorf could be pretty good. I don't know who would play Zelda.
Yeah, I did. I don't know.
I want to say Anna Anna Joy Taylor, but she voiced
Voice of Peach, yeah.
Peach in the Mario movie.
Or maybe like I think she was actually in the meme for, but what's Hermione's actress
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson, maybe her as like a blonde or something.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I don't know. I'm very
or
excited
just
for the
hire the
past
voice
movies.
actor from Zelda. Like she kind of looks like Zelda.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shoot, I mean, that'd be that would actually be a great get.
Yeah, because I mean
But
I'm
yeah, same voice. I
yeah,
mean,
I mean that'd be cool. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride watching them announce the cast. I'm sure they'll do a direct for announcing all the voice actors and or not voice actors the actual actors. So we'll see. It could be fun. But yeah, but they've got it like the costume design and stuff. Cause I mean, you've got the Zoras, you've got the Gorons.
oh, Jack Black as a Goron would be pretty good.
There you go. It could be yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
The question is, how is The Rock gonna be involved? Because he's got to be in there.
I I mean, he could be a Goron. I mean,
He could be the Goron leader.
I'm the Rock. I'm trying to think of like a bald character from the Zelda universe. Like who's gonna play Tingle?
Jack Black.
Jack Black. I was thinking either Jack Black or oh gosh, what's the guy from It's Always Sunny? Danny
Oh, Charlie
DeVito.
Day. Oh, Dane DeVito. Yeah, that'd be good.
Hey, I'm single.
Hey, I'm single, man.
Uh, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah,
Nick, I know you've got the Nintendo financials. We'll talk about that with some and Mario Wonder.
yeah. So this I think there's like an investor meeting going on right now
Yeah,
because Wario64 is he's tweeting about it. But yeah, they announced Super Mario Wonder sold 4.3 million in the first 2 weeks.
pretty good.
Yeah, which it makes it the fastest selling Super Mario related title. So I think that just spans like the 2D Mario games.
Yeah, it's gonna go crazy. For the holidays coming up,
Yeah, yeah,
it's gonna be
and they
crazy.
kind of cited the Super Mario Bros. Movie as a reason for a bit of a jump in expected sales for the Mario game, and honestly for Mario Kart 8, for Super Smash Brothers, uh, Super Mario Brothers U, like all those had big boosts in in the past few months from allegedly from the Mario movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Give me go through all the rest of the Nintendo financials now.
Yeah, we can do all
All right.
hit on the big stuff. Yeah,
All right. So the big release, big release from what was it from July to September was Pikmin. That one sold through 2.5 million units
pretty
in
good.
3 months, which is really good. I think that makes it uh, almost the best. No, it is. It's the best selling title in the
Is it
series.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hey man, good for Pikmin. Such such a well deserved win for this series.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
definitely the best one. It's fantastic.
yeah, Pikmin 4 is just so delightful. Um, let's see what else we have. Mario Kart 8 still at the top at like what 57 million units. Tears of the
It's
Kingdom
got
is at
another bundle.
yeah, it's got another bundle this year. Uh, Tears of the Kingdom is at 19.5 million units, so very close to 20 million. It'll probably hit 20 plus million by the end of the year with the holiday season coming up. Um, and then really everything else is expected. Animal Crossing sold a bit more. Super Smash Brothers sold a bit more. Um, hardware sales are still pretty good. I think they're up from last year, which is crazy for a system in its seventh year.
Yeah,
So man, Switch is crushing it. I
yeah.
think the Switch is
Switch.
at 133 million units. So it's killing it, man.
Yeah, I mean Zelda. It'll be over 20 probably by the end of the year, which is
Yep.
an insane number. Um, Second best selling Zelda, but right behind Breath of the Wild. Um, yeah, what 20? You said it was like 20 million away from all time. For console sales,
Yeah. I
all time
think 20
high.
million.
I don't know if they'll ever get there. To be honest, that's still a lot of units, but you can definitely tell. Obviously, we know the next Switch is on the horizon, but with all of these bundles that they've got going on right now,
They're
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 just trying
getting
to
through
clear
that
through stock
stuff.
as
So
much as they can.
they just said this about their future outlook. They said Switch is entering its eighth year in March 2024. They will continue to release new titles and content for Nintendo Switch without being bound by the traditional concept of the platform lifecycle. Going forward, we like to continue to see many consumers play Nintendo Switch and to maintain our business momentum. So, I guess like the main way you could look at this is like they're trying to keep this thing going as long as possible.
Oh yeah, it'll this will be like the PS2 where
Yeah,
it'll continue to sell for years and years after. Like they'll continue they'll make as many games for it as possible. Obviously they'll stick to
yeah.
for the big stuff that just can't run on that platform anymore. They'll move it over to whatever's next. But yeah, we'll see stuff come to the Switch for years and years to come.
And that makes me think. like if they're trying to continue this pillar when they release their next console or their next piece of hardware, I don't know if it's going to be an iteration of the Switch or not. It might be something completely different that's maybe not a hybrid, and they're keeping the Switch to, just
I mean, I would
have that
honestly,
player base.
at this point, I think I would kind of prefer it to be something completely new. I mean, we've had this thing for 7 years.
It's a long time.
So I mean, yeah, I love my Switch. You know, I love the concept of it. I love the versatility of it, being able to play however I want. But you know, if they were to do a traditional console with some sort of unique gimmick that's cool and not just like a kind of a crappy gimmick, um, and it not necessarily be a handheld, that's totally fine. Because I mean, the way the way this report sounds, I mean, this Switch is going to be going alive for a long time, so they can
Mhm.
still run off that, and then have something really cool as the next iteration, the next concept, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, yeah. Keep it going for as long as possible. Kind of like, I mean, I want to say like the DS going into the 3DS, but that was more of a direct iteration.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe keeping it akin to like the 3DS and the Wii U, except obviously better selling
yeah, well,
consoles.
yeah,
But yeah, having your kind of Nintendo traditional home console, whatever that means. I'm
yeah,
sure it's gonna be something crazy, but yeah, having that as kind of a separate pillar from the Switch. But I don't know if they're going the next 2 years still releasing games on this thing. I mean, obviously, I'd like it to be more powerful, but if they're just remaking games like they're kind of slated to do next year with Luigi's Mansion 2, Thousand Year Door with
yeah,
Mario. I mean, I'd be fine with having the Switch's last few years just be a console for legacy games that are getting remade.
yeah.
I think that'd be cool. And then you have your next Nintendo console, and then like obviously your Xbox or PlayStation as the current gen current game consoles. I don't know.
Do you think with that, do you think it'll be the next thing will be backwards compatible? If it's going to be a
See that
completely
I'm not sure
different,
about.
if it's going to be something completely different and not a Switch 2 or whatever,
I mean,
that's
I think
more
if it
up in the
was
air.
like if it was a home console, I think they would try to make it as backwards compatible as you can.
Yeah,
Like if it's like still being able to run like Mario Odyssey, Tears of the Kingdom, that kind of stuff, but maybe not necessarily some of the more Switch centric games like
yeah,
like the new WarioWare game. The ones that rely on the Joy Cons,
yeah,
which might get confusing, but
yeah. It could be.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited either way. I would like to have Nintendo to have a really powerful machine that can be on par with Xbox Series X and PS5.
Yeah, and I'm just ready for that like Nintendo innovation, that Nintendo magic, because PS5 and Xbox Series X, like no matter what way you cut it, like it's a pretty boring
Yeah,
step up from the previous consoles. Like there's nothing inherently interesting about what they did differently from the previous consoles.
yeah.
It's just more
I mean, you
powerful.
could really since like the 360 and PS3, they've it's just been better graphics, better hardware, better graphics. And Nintendo
That's
is
it.
the ones that have been doing interesting ideas. They don't always land, but
But at least they're trying
at least
something
they're
new.
trying something different. And PlayStation's got its VR and the Portal machine, so they're doing weird stuff too. But um, yeah, yeah, Nintendo's always they got that magic to them.
Yeah, pioneers in innovation.
Yeah. Um, anything else with the financial reports?
No, that's about it. The next reports will show sales data for what? Super Mario Wonder, Super Mario RPG,
Yeah.
WarioWare. Uh, Anything else coming out for the Switch the rest of the year? Is Super Mario RPG the last
Yeah.
major title?
Yeah, unless for some reason people have been reporting about something Zelda related coming out like this year,
Or December?
which is insane. Um, People have been speculating like an Ocarina of Time remake or something. Like, yeah, I
Okay.
don't know, man. I think people are just starving for anything Nintendo Switch related.
I can't see them putting out anything Zelda in the year of Tears of the Kingdom.
They would have already announced it. I just don't see.
Excuse
Bless you.
me.
I just don't see. I just don't know why people think we're gonna get something announced this month and come out next month. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, unless it's just ports of like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. I don't see what they would show off, and I don't know why they would wait so long either.
Yeah,
Not like
they don't
planned
have
wise.
anything in December, but so the Super Mario RPG is next week, so that's like
Yeah,
the last big thing. But I don't know. I feel like their holiday is pretty stacked, and they've had a crazy year, so I don't know why they would think they would need
yeah.
to announce something for this year to come out. Maybe next year. I don't know, or maybe something Zelda related gets announced at the Game Awards. Maybe that's what people are maybe thinking about,
Mm-hmm.
but wouldn't come out until next year. I don't know.
And it's not Tears of the Kingdom DLC because that's been confirmed to not be happening by.
Unless they lied. I mean,
Yeah,
but no,
unless they lied,
I
but
don't expect to.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I would really want from like a DLC is maybe like an explanation of the other dragons and who they are, because obviously if
Mm-hmm.
you've got the light dragon, when we know who that is, maybe an explanation on who the other ones are. But other than that, I don't really. I feel like it was a really good story, and I think they wrapped it up pretty nicely. Um,
Yeah, like perfect ending.
yeah. Did you get your amiibos in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're right over there.
Did you open them up or you got them in the box?
Still got them boxed up.
Nice.
I saw a lot at Target
Really?
when
Okay.
I went on Friday or Saturday.
Did you? Oh no, you pre-ordered it from Best Buy, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
pre-ordered.
That's the first time in a long time where Best Buy's actually delivered something to me. They usually make me pick it up, but they actually
Yeah,
shipped it.
same here. They made me pick up the last amiibos that I got.
Yeah.
I don't know why they decided to ship it out this time. I think they might be doing the same for Mio and
Which I prefer
Noah.
them to actually ship it because their boxes are actually in better shape than when I pick it up in the store. Because they'll
I
throw
like the
like the little
amiibo
sticker
boxes.
on there, and then like sometimes
Yeah.
like the thing will be like the what was it, the Xenoblade Smash amiibos, they were like the box was kind of bent a little bit. So,
Oh man,
but I don't
Best Buy doesn't care.
know. Mentioned earlier, but today is the N7 day, which is Mass Effect related. We got like a 25-second, 30-second Mass Effect 5. I don't really know what it's going to be called, but Mass Effect teaser, where we saw what we think is maybe the main character, just walking. Nothing really
Yeah,
too much to
nothing
go off of,
too
but
telling. What isn't
yeah,
it Epsilon?
huh?
Mass Effect Epsilon? Isn't that what people are speculating?
Oh, I haven't even heard that.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I saw that somewhere.
I'm excited, man. I Mass Effect trilogy was absolutely incredible. I love that universe,
Did
and
Did you
I
ever play Andromeda?
I started it, but I didn't finish it.
Okay.
Um, I didn't not like it, but as soon as it opened up, is where I fell off. Oddly enough, I don't know if I was
Mhm.
just not in the mood for a kind of a larger RPG. Um, but I'm excited for this. I mean, I hope it hits the space vibes that I've kind of been craving, where Starfield didn't necessarily do that
Yeah,
for me.
did not.
Now obviously in Mass Effect trilogy, you weren't flying around in your ship per se. I mean, you were kind of just teleporting like you do in Starfield.
But it still felt
It's
more
still
immersive,
yeah, it still felt more of a space simulator than what
which is
Starfield does, which is
crazy
crazy.
to think
But
about. Like,
so yeah, I'm excited. You know who? I mean, Mass Effect. This got announced like 5 years ago, so who knows?
yeah, I think it was shown in like 2020,
Yeah, it's a
something like that.
yeah. Who
A
knows? Yeah,
long
yeah. It
time.
might have been 2020 when we were at the beach and we were watching the stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm excited. Whatever they have, I'll you know.
Man, yeah, I'm down for anything Mass Effect. I'm here for it.
Um, Ubisoft, they announced some layoffs to kind of keep up with everybody else in the game industry. I think I had the article pulled up before I had to reset my computer, but I believe it was their Canadian team, right? It was like 130 something
Yeah, I think
layoffs,
so.
something like that. I guess they're trying to consolidate. Um, yeah, I mean it's I don't know how the Canada health system works, but following up last week with the Bungie stuff and how they released people on like the 30th, where they didn't even have
Oh, they like lost their.
they didn't even have like a month of coverage, which is ridiculous. And that's even a thing, but that's the American health system. But um,
Yeah,
yeah, it still sucks. I mean, it sucks that we're again, it's just one of the best years ever in gaming, and this has been the worst year for layoffs. And then old
yeah.
Xbox announces their partnership with In-World AI, and a lot of people are understandably not happy about that.
Like, yeah, on the back of all these layoffs, you're
Yeah,
partnering with an AI company, and you know, it all depends on how you use it. Hopefully, it's used to
yeah,
streamline processes, and it doesn't necessarily cut down workforce.
yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah, I mean, with the Ubisoft stuff, like I know they've been using AI,
yeah.
and it's kind of like been a backhanded thing, but
It,
I don't know.
I'm trying to look at it as a positive because I mean, look, I don't think any gamer wants to wait 5 years in between a sequel to a game. And
No,
if we have AI that can write side stories that aren't super, they don't need that have to be finely crafted. We can have the AI write that, or build those missions, or whatever the case is, and then have your writers, and you have your development team that can actually focus down and craft these finely crafted missions and worlds and stuff like that. I think that's a good thing. If smaller studios can implement AI to help them, there's good things that can come out of that. But obviously, people say AI and it gets a little scary, and then people are thinking that, oh well, all these developers are just going to fire all the writers and half their workforce and just use AI. And I don't think that's. I mean, who knows? In the future, I don't know. It could be getting so good that it seems like it's a real person doing it, but I don't know. It's I try to look at the positive aspect of it, but I can see where people don't want it here. But I mean, it is the inevitable future. So
yeah, I mean, the naive side of me is like, oh, it'll like if you have an AI write, a fetch quest
yeah,
or
that's what
whatever.
I'm thinking. It's like you can have the AI do that stuff, and then you have your main team focus on the real story stuff.
Yeah, so that I mean that's probably me being naive and be like, oh, that'll like free up the writer's time to put more effort towards
Yeah,
main story stuff, more story focused items. But in reality, it's probably going to be like, oh, well, we don't need as much of a workforce if we're
yeah,
having our AI write, 10% of our game's quests. Like, it's kind of it's gotta suck if that's going to be the case. Hopefully it's not.
yeah.
I mean, I personally wouldn't want an AI quest in a game because Why would you? I mean, I don't like doing fetch quests anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it it kind of takes away that heart and soul
Yeah,
of the
then
game.
it's just a machine.
Yeah,
It's like, what are you playing at that point?
but there will come a day where we'll look at a game and we'll think it's incredible, and the
Maybe.
developer will come out and say, yeah, this was like 90% made by an AI, and we're just like, what the hell? It'll happen one day, but who knows?
That's when I quit gaming.
And then last story, not really a story necessarily, but the PS5 Slim version models, not slim models, whatever you want to call them, the new models
Mm-hmm.
are out in the wild at various outlets and stuff like that. You still can't buy. Did they even announce when this is coming out? Do we not know that?
I think it's definitely November.
Yeah,
I know
I
the
know it's definitely November. Do we have a
queue.
specific date yet?
I don't know why I want to say the 10th.
Okay.
That might be the date of the handheld.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
teardowns are coming out.
December.
Turns out that it's not actually that much smaller than the PS5, the regular PS5. I mean,
Really,
you could tell that it's smaller. Like
it looks smaller.
the inner, like, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the black centerpiece that kind of goes down is definitely a lot thinner. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Looking side by side, I think I might prefer the original better than this new one. It just, I don't know. The racing stripe is kind of weird. It just, I don't know. It's
Looks a little like looks a little cheap. I'm not gonna lie.
how does the PS5 feel? Does it feel
It feels
pretty
sturdy. I
solid?
mean,
Okay.
yeah, it feels pretty solid. I make fun of the base stand a lot, but compared to the new model, it's
Well, they did so in the
like night and day.
teardown, it can stand vertically without that stand. It's not necessarily needed. It can stand on its own. Now, whether or
Without
not how
the
sturdy it
separate
is,
one.
I don't know,
Okay.
but it can stand on its own, which is cool. I thought that's ridiculous that it would require that thing, but um, I don't know, man. I just their whole I don't know. PlayStation's design has been
I mean,
just
I see what they're
kind of
going
weird.
for. I see what they're going for. They're trying to have a cohesive theme. I just I don't love the theme. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like almost like futuristic, but
yeah, it's like big and bulky and awkward looking and is it pretty? How do you keep your PS5? Do you keep it standing on vertical or horizontal?
horizontal.
Is it pretty? Is it pretty solid horizontal? Does it wobble at all or anything?
No, it's
Okay.
it's pretty solid, and I mean, it's on a shelf, so it's not going to move,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it's behind it's behind a door, so
Yeah.
it's can't see it. It's not like I mean, it is an eyesore. It's not a problem for me because it's hidden behind a wall,
Yeah.
but if it goes out, it'd be like, man, this thing's kind of ugly. This thing like there's that period where like a lot of the consoles kind of like emulated DVD players and that kind of stuff because you
Mm-hmm.
wanted it to blend in a little bit. Uh, the PlayStation took that and went opposite direction with the
Yeah. It's
PS5,
like,
but
nah,
you
we're
know
good.
what that is.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't know. I respect them for going out there and doing something different, doing something weird, but I think they missed.
Yeah.
I still think it's just an ugly console. The popped collar PlayStation 5.
The pop collar edition. Yeah. I don't know. That, whatever. I'll get one eventually. I obviously I'll have to choose this new model. And to be honest, well, I always hate to limit myself, but
Would you go digital?
I think I might. I don't see myself buying a physical anything PlayStation, just like Xbox. Like I'm pretty much all digital there. The Switch,
Well,
I'll
if
still
you
buy physical
yeah,
stuff on just because I'm a nerd and like to collect stuff. But like
agree.
Xbox and PlayStation, I could care less about
No.
physical,
But
especially Xbox. I mean, Game Pass.
But you could borrow my games if you have physical,
That is true. I mean, that's what.
or you can just get the detachable disc drive.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, I think that's going to yeah, that's wrapping up the news, and that's going to wrap up the show. We appreciate everybody listening. If you can, please leave us a review on your favorite podcasting platform of choice, which is probably either Apple Podcasts
Spotify.
or good old Spotify. I think you can leave a star system. I think it's a star system on Spotify. I don't think you can do like worded
Yeah,
reviews, right?
it's not written reviews. It's just
Okay.
just
But
the
yeah,
stars.
leave us a review, drop a whatever you want to give us. That would be absolutely great. We definitely appreciate it. Um, man, what do we got? What we got looking forward to? We got what Super Mario RPG next week. Is that a day one for you, Nick?
Yeah,
It is. Okay.
yeah, it is. I got my Nintendo voucher.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get it for like $45.
Nice. Okay. Is that
Yeah,
is that is that the second half of the voucher, or did you get a new voucher?
Let's see. I the second set. I used the first set on Tears of the Kingdom and Pikmin 4,
Okay.
and I used the second set on Super Mario Wonder
Okay.
and RPG. Or I
Okay.
will use it on RPG.
Cool. So yeah, we got that. That'll be out next Friday. I don't think anything's scheduled to come out this week. So yeah, kind of a
Yeah, is that it? I mean, I know there's like Avatar coming out December.
that's already out, isn't it? Oh wait, no, Avatar. I'm thinking of the Last Airbender. Yeah. Avatar
Oh
comes out
no,
like December 7th or something like that. How do you feel about that game? It looks
dude,
kind of crazy looking, but
I probably won't play it, to be
yeah,
honest. I just can't get into open world Ubisoft games. I know it's just gonna be exactly like Far Cry,
oh for
but
sure. Yeah, I've
with
seen like
better
previews
movement.
and stuff. It pretty much is just an open world well, not open world, but a reskin Far Cry. But
Yeah,
it looks cool. I hope hope it's good. But
I think it'll be good, not great. I think it'll be like a 7 or 8
yeah,
type game.
yeah. I don't know.
I
Just
don't know. I don't have super
I
high
could
hopes for it.
care. I could just care less for anything Ubisoft right now. Like even like
I'm,
I kind of want to play. I kind of wanted to play Assassin's Creed Mirage, but I'll just wait a couple months and pick it up for like $5, like on a sale or something. Like their value of their stuff
yeah,
diminishes so fast.
it plummets. Did you ever pick up Mario and Rabbids?
I did. I
Sequel?
never I think I played like the first world and I kind of fell off. I need to go back and finish it, but
Yeah, that was the last Ubisoft game. Probably the only one I've played since Valhalla.
yeah, same here.
Yeah, Ubisoft kind of fell off. It's like the new EA.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like yeah, they took over EA's place, and EA's been putting out
pretty good stuff.
some pretty good stuff. Dude, have you seen the videos for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and how bad it is? The campaign.
No,
So it's apparently
what's so bad about it?
well, it's they took Verdansk, the Warzone map, and just you reused it as the campaign. Like
Like the new Warzone map in.
yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, they just and it's got all the Warzone like chests and stuff you open up and get the weapons out of. Like it's just a reskinned Warzone, and apparently it's like 3 hours long. Like it's
Why is the game so big? Isn't it like 200 gigs?
well they turned, I think in the future they turned it into an application, like an app, so where you're going to load this up for every Call of Duty going forward. So it's like the multiplayer plus Warzone plus the campaign, and like even on the PlayStation Store, they listed the Modern Warfare 3 as DLC. So
Wait,
it's crazy.
so the Modern Warfare 3 game will be a launcher for
Yeah, it's
the
a
next
lot.
Call
Yeah,
of Duty?
I think it's. I don't know if it'll get like reskinned as the new Call of Duties like come out, but yeah, it's pretty much like a launcher, and then I guess you launch into whatever you want to play.
But when the next Call of Duty launches, you still have to download you still have to download the game onto your console, right?
Yeah, hopefully they'll give you the option where you can delete like the campaign for Modern Warfare 3 and then
Dude,
re
that's confusing.
yeah.
That's I see why they're doing it because like Warzone and the multiplayer are so integrated between all the games, but that that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
To have Modern Warfare 3 show up as a DLC. And like it doesn't have like a platinum, right?
I don't think so. I
Because
think it's got
DLCs
like
don't have platinums.
yeah, I think it's got like 3 achievements or something great.
So
I
funny.
don't know. I don't. I haven't actually, opened it up and looked for myself. I just that's what I saw. That's what I've seen online. But yeah, that's wild, and I I hope Call of Duty changes in the future now that Xbox is taken over. Maybe they can get it back on track. Like I don't know. I just Call of Duty was always like the big staple, like the big showcase for E3. Like that, the campaigns were always super exciting to watch and play
Mhm.
for the most part. Like they were just like the big, showcase for graphics and stuff. And it's just not the case anymore.
Yeah, and like I thought they were turning it around with the Modern Warfare remake, but then they stuck with the yearly cycles
Yeah,
for 2 and 3, and it's like, guys, I thought they said they were going to take a break.
I thought this year was supposed to be the break, but
Yeah,
I it felt and it looks like they made it. They literally made it in a year. So I don't know. Maybe Xbox can do something with it and not save it because obviously it still sells very well, but I don't know. Make it I don't know interesting again. I guess.
yeah. Well, Harrison, before we leave,
Yeah.
because I know Monday Game of the Year nominees are dropping. What are your six?
That I think it's going to be on there, or for that I want to be there.
Six that you think are going to be there.
Okay. Um, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, Alan Wake 2, Mario Wonder, Resident Evil 4, and
That's six.
Spider-Man 2.
I think I agree with you. I think that's going to be the list.
I think so.
It's weird. It's kind of weird. There's no indies
Yeah,
on
see,
there.
that's the thing. It's like maybe Sea of Stars, maybe Dave the Diver, maybe I don't think Dredge would be on there, but I heard a lot of good things about Sea of Stars. I mean, you played it. Um,
Yeah, I mean that's definitely my top five,
yeah,
even at this point.
and then people were going crazy over Dave the Diver. But yeah,
I mean
maybe
Cocoon as
swap
well.
out Resident Evil 4 for like Sea of Stars, maybe
Yeah, I think
just because it's a remake. But I don't know.
yeah, I could see Resident Evil 4 getting swapped for like either Sea of Stars, Cocoon,
Yeah, oh, Cocoon.
um, yeah, Dave the Diver.
Do you think it's a possibility that Spider-Man 2 would not be on this list, or do you think
No,
the Sony
it's
heads
gonna
are
be
going to
on
make
there.
it on there?
Yeah,
Okay,
Spider-Man 2 is I think pretty much a lock
okay.
for Game of the Year. I think it's gonna be like a Horizon Forbidden West situation where it's on there, but
There's no
you know
chance.
it's not gonna win. Yeah.
Yeah,
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 I mean, I think I think that's a pretty good lock. Like, I think that's a pretty good guess for the six that are gonna
yeah.
be on there.
I mean, what else are we missing? I mean, there's what Dead Space, which was fantastic, but I don't think we'll make the list.
It's Armored Core,
Armored Core though, I forgot about Armored Core.
Starfield, Final
Yeah,
Fantasy 16.
Armored Core, man. Yeah,
Like that, you could make a strong argument for Armored Core as well.
it's gonna be tough, man. I'm excited. This year is gonna be. I got high hopes for the Game Awards this year.
Yeah,
Just announcement wise, of course, because that's like That's the bread and butter. But I feel like the awards are going to be pretty
I think
exciting
they're
because
gonna
there's
be
just a
really,
lot of
yeah,
stuff.
really fun this year. I think everything is gonna get, get some praise and notoriety. I mean, I'd hope to see like Lies of P somewhere, like in one of the categories.
Yeah, I mean, it could fall under like best action game, action adventure game, maybe. Which
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if
think
Tears of
Armored
the
Core.
Kingdom is going to be on there, yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
probably going to take it. Or Armored Core could fall underneath that category. Um, yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We'll talk
Because
about it next week.
that's coming December. When's the Game Awards start? Is that December 7th?
I think it's the 7th.
Okay, so we're a month away then. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. All right, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next. Is it next? When is it? When they announce it next Monday?
next Monday.
Okay, cool. Well, that works out then. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll definitely talk about that next week then, and see how wrong we were, or how right. I feel like I feel like
I feel like we're
like
at least
5 out of 6.
5 out of 6 for
Yeah,
sure.
because I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 definitely, Tears of the Kingdom definitely,
Spider-Man
Spider
2
Man.
definitely.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate everyone listening. Go leave us a review if you can. That would be great. Follow us on Twitter, X. All the descriptions all the links and stuff are in the description below. Definitely follow us on TikTok. We've been having some fun with TikTok here lately. It's always fun on TikTok, but we've been having some fun with
We've been memeing a little bit.
yeah, we've been in the meme game a little bit. That CapCut app is it's fun because
Pretty
there's
fun.
so many different memes you could do.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been posting like pretty much. We don't even tell each other. We're just posting stuff, and then I'll see stuff, and I'm like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, follow us on TikTok. We've got some fun stuff going on over there. That's mostly gaming related.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye bye.